The story begins in Japan, where the general public was living in extreme fear due to frequent attacks by terrifying monsters arriving from space. These monsters were called kaijus. Humans had been researching for quite some time and working on building new systems to counter these kaijus. The Japanese government had assembled a special team to deal with them. But now, another dangerous kaiju had thrown everyone into panic. It was an invisible kaiju named Naranga, and it was spreading destruction everywhere. The Japanese army discovered that not only did it have the power to turn invisible, but it also drew in electricity to increase its own strength. To stop it, the government ordered all the electricity grids in the city to be shut down. When Naranga realized it could no longer draw electricity, it angrily destroyed the entire power grid and moved on in search of more electricity. Meanwhile, the army launched several missiles at Naranga, but it destroyed all of them mid-air using its magical powers. By now, the government had even begun thinking about attacking Naranga with a nuclear bomb, but such an attack would kill millions of ordinary civilians without any reason. Well, then they thought since this kaiju gets its power from electricity, they decided they would keep the electricity shut off across the entire country until Naranga got frustrated and left on its own. But the Prime Minister didn't give permission for that either. Everyone's hopes were shattered. But soon, they spotted a UFO descending from the sky, moving rapidly toward Naranga's location. During this time, we see a special agent named Kami Naga who was chasing after a small child trying to save him from Naranga's attack. Meanwhile, the army noticed that a large robot had descended from the UFO, appearing to be in humanoid form, and so it was named the Humanoid. When Naranga sensed a threat from the humanoid, it attacked with an extremely dangerous electric shock of 500,000 watts. But even such a powerful attack had no effect on the humanoid, which left everyone stunned. When Naranga realized this, it suddenly turned invisible and fled. The humanoid then raised its hand and gestured, releasing a tremendous plasma beam that struck Naranga directly and reduced it to ash right there. The officers, seeing that the humanoid had saved them from Naranga, tried to communicate with it, but at that very moment, the humanoid took off swiftly into the air and disappeared. Well, a few days after this incident, a new girl joined the scientific research team. Her name was Asami. She met the group's Captain Tamura and his other teammates. That day, Captain Tamura gave his boss a report on the humanoid that had arrived from space. Although they didn't know who it was or where it had come from, the team gave it the name Ultraman. Well, soon they received news that a new kaiju had attacked the city, and they all prepared to confront it together. This monster was advancing by burrowing underground, causing tremendous earthquakes in all directions. Meanwhile, the scientists discovered that Gabbora's body was emitting a massive amount of radiation, and if it came to the surface and attacked, ordinary people would suffer enormous harm. The special team named this new kaiju Gabbora. Now everyone began working together to find a way to kill it so that its radiation would not spread. To accomplish this, they would need machines that could kill the monster while it was still underground. Soon, 3 airplanes from the team arrived in the area and launched several missiles at the kaiju, but it had no effect on it. In fact, it only made it angrier. Within moments, Gabbora came bursting out of the ground, and everyone saw its terrifying form. Instead of a face, it had a massive drill attached, and that was how it burrowed through the earth. When the special team saw this, they decided to go to the location themselves to gather information about Gabbora. But along the way, Kami Naga broke off from his team onto a separate path. He began running quickly through the forest, pulled out a strange device from his pocket, pressed its button, and suddenly Ultraman appeared before everyone. All the scientists present were left completely stunned. Without wasting a moment, Ultraman flew off toward Gabbora. Meanwhile, the scientists were discussing among themselves that Ultraman should not use his plasma beam power against Gabbora. Otherwise, such terrible radiation would spread that all of Japan would be devastated. On the other side, Ultraman flew up to Gabbora, suddenly leapt into the air, and while continuously somersaulting, delivered such a tremendous blow directly onto Gabbora that it went flying far away. This attack filled Gabbora with rage, and it counterattacked Ultraman using the force of its drill machine. It tried its best to harm Ultraman, but Ultraman sent it flying with a single punch. Gabbora realized that these attacks wouldn't work, so it attacked Ultraman with its radiation beam, but Ultraman created a protective shield around himself to defend against it. Soon though, he dropped his own protective shield, allowing all the radiation beam to be absorbed directly into Ultraman's body. This caused the red parts of his body to begin turning green. Even after being hit by such a fierce radiation beam, Ultraman continued advancing toward Gabbora. As soon as he got close enough, he delivered such a powerful punch to Gabbora that it collapsed and fell unconscious right there. Ultraman then picked it up, flew into the air, and once again, disappeared into space. Meanwhile, the team of scientists was left completely stunned by Ultraman's bravery. But Asami was busy thinking about how Ultraman knew not to use his plasma beam on Gabbora. Well, a few days later, we see that Ultraman had become a hero for the entire world, protecting humans by confronting kaijus. But one day, suddenly all the computers and devices of the special team went dark. Then a voice was heard, saying that he had come from another planet, and that everyone could also call him Alien Number 2. He had only come there to talk. In fact, when he had arrived, a powerful electromagnetic field had been generated around him, which had shut down all electronic devices. Well, now he used the power of his mind to turn all the computers and devices back on. Now, Zara said that he wanted to meet the Prime Minister and discuss the relationship between humans and aliens, and the future ahead. Over time, he won the trust of the people, but the special agents felt that if a conflict broke out, Zara could become a threat to them. In reality, with his powers, he could steal the database of any government, meaning he could sell the country's classified information to their enemies. Meanwhile, on the other side, we see Kaminaga inside a car saying the very same thing to one of his partners. He said that Zara was pretending to be their ally in order to fool them. But later, when Kaminaga was alone in the car, Zara suddenly appeared before him there, revealing his dangerous plan. Zara said that the extinction of humans was absolutely necessary because they could become a threat to all other species. Zara said that humans could not be trusted, they constantly fight among themselves. And on top of that, they are continuously growing their population. Hearing this, Kaminaga said that he would not let Zara do any such thing. But Zara said that even Ultraman couldn't stop him. It was then revealed that Zara knew Kaminaga was the one becoming Ultraman and saving everyone's lives. Zara then knocked Kaminaga unconscious and took him away. 3 days had passed since this incident, and the secret department was still searching for Kaminaga. The agents pulled up photos and videos to track him down, but in the process, they came across one particular video that left everyone's blood cold. In this video, Kaminaga pressed the button of a device, after which he instantly transformed into Ultraman. Seeing this, everyone realized that Kaminaga was the real Ultraman. At that same moment, news came in that Ultraman had entered a city and was causing destruction. No one could understand why he was hurting everyone like this, when it was he himself who had saved humans from kaijus before. Well, the government now believed that Ultraman was never a protector of humans to begin with. In reality, all the ministers were relying on information given by Zara. During this time, we see that Asami received a secret package that had been sent by Kaminaga. Inside it was the very device with which he transformed into Ultraman. Now Asami met Kaminaga's old partner, and the two of them discussed this device belonging to the defense team. After this, Asami and Kaminaga's old companion set out together toward the place where Ultraman was being held captive. During this time, Captain Tamura and his team advised the army not to attack Ultraman. Soon, Asami reached the place where Kaminaga was imprisoned. Asami asked him why he had lied to everyone about his true identity. Kaminaga replied, "I never lied. I only stayed silent and kept my truth hidden." Well, then Asami freed him and returned his device. But at that very same moment, the fake Ultraman suddenly appeared and attacked, taking Asami captive. Without wasting any time, Kaminaga transformed into Ultraman, which made it clear to everyone that he was the real Ultraman. He then sent the fake Ultraman flying with a single powerful strike. After that, he saved Asami and placed her in a safe location. Now an intense battle broke out once again between the fake and the real Ultraman. The real Ultraman launched a devastating attack with his plasma beam and blasted the fake Ultraman into the air. The fake Ultraman then revealed his true form, and it turned out to be none other than Zara. Now the two of them were flying through the air, exchanging ferocious blows. Ultraman fired his powerful plasma beam directly at Zara and then launched an energy disc at him, splitting Zara's body in two, and he was killed right there. Finally, after his victory, Ultraman flew away, and now nobody knew where he had gone. Well, the next day, the Japanese government went after Agent Kaminaga because his true identity had now been revealed to the entire world. but both Ultraman and Asami had vanished, and no one knew where they had gone. A search had been ongoing for many days, and then, one day, the Special Defense Team suddenly received word that Asami had been spotted in the middle of the city. The entire team rushed together to save her, but what was this? Both of them saw that Asami had grown 40 feet tall. They tried to communicate with her, but soon realized she was under someone's control. Just then, Asami suddenly punched a building, sending chaos in all directions because everyone thought an attack was about to begin. At that very moment, a mysterious voice was heard from the sky, telling everyone that the technology Ultraman uses does not belong to him alone. Then as soon as the voice stopped, Asami suddenly collapsed to the ground and fell unconscious. The police sealed off the entire area and began waiting for the government's next orders. Now the special agents were trying to figure out how Asami had grown so gigantic and whose mysterious voice that was. They were all thinking about how to restore Asami to her original state. Just then, a man quietly slipped into the room and told everyone that his name was Mefilas number 0. He claimed that he had come to Earth following Ultraman. Mefilas said that the mysterious voice they had heard earlier was his own. Finally, he said that he had come with the intention of building a good relationship with humans. Now that alien took everyone to the place where Asami was lying unconscious in her giant form, he suddenly waved his hand in the air, and a device descended from the sky. It was called the Beta Box. Mefilas himself also had a Beta Box, though his was smaller in size. He then pressed a button, and Asami returned to her normal state. That night, Mefilas held a meeting with Japanese leaders and said that he wanted to give them some Beta Boxes for humans to use. But in exchange, he demanded a senior position within the government. He said he would not interfere in any of the humans' laws. Rather, he wanted power and friendship between aliens and humans. Then the next day, we see that Asami was absolutely furious because when she had been in her giant form, people had taken a lot of inappropriate pictures of her and spread them across the internet. She told her teammates that she was very angry at Mefilas because he had changed her form without her permission. Just then, a message arrived on her computer from Mefilas, who used his powers to wipe out all the inappropriate photos from the internet. After this, we see Mefilas discussing the future of humanity with others. But Kaminaga said that the decision to give Beta Boxes to humans could prove very costly, because it would slow down human development. But during this time, some police officers came after Ultraman and Mefilas. Before they could do anything, Mefilas used his power and disappeared, taking Ultraman along with him. Then we see the two of them sitting in a restaurant having a conversation. Mefilas had already finalized a deal to give Beta Boxes to the government, so that within a short time, humans would become biological weapons. Then Mefilas called Asami and invited her to meet at a safe location. Within a few hours, the entire Special Defense Team gathered at the train station. Kaminaga apologized to everyone there. He then asked them all for help so that Mefilas could be stopped. Kaminaga then explained that these Beta Boxes do not exist in this world. They are located in a separate dimension in outer space. His teammates then said that someone who had already used a Beta Box could be the way to reach that place. There was only one such person, and that was Asami. Now Ultraman went close to Asami, sniffed her, and through that was able to pinpoint the location where the Beta Boxes were being kept. The next day, Mefilas' plan succeeded, and he set out to give the Beta Boxes to the humans. But at that very moment, Ultraman suddenly appeared, picked up a Beta Box, and handed it to his teammates in the airplane. Seeing this, Kaminaga assured Mefilas that he would bring the Beta Box back to complete the deal. Now he shifted into his true alien form, activated his device, and transformed into a giant monster. Very soon, at a nearby electric station, Ultraman and Mefilas faced off. Mefilas attacked with his plasma beams, and when the two beams collided, a massive explosion occurred. But Mefilas proved to be more powerful. Feeling certain he was about to win, he kept advancing toward Ultraman to finish him off. But soon he noticed that there was another alien present there. Upon seeing that alien, Mefilas conceded defeat. He picked up his Beta Box and immediately left Earth. In the end, we see the same forest where Naranga's attack had taken place. Kaminaga came there and walked right up to his own body. It was then revealed that on that day, Kaminaga had died while saving the child, and from that point on, Ultraman had been living among humans in the form of Kaminaga. His real name was Lipaya. Just then, another mysterious alien appeared among the trees of the forest. This was the same alien whose arrival had made Mefilas flee. His name was Zophi, and he had come to Earth because Lapaya had been living among humans disguised as a human being, which meant he had broken the law set by the aliens. Now the humans had also come to know about the beta box, and now they understood just how far behind their own science was, so they would now focus on progress and advance to match them. But Zophi had already decided that he would destroy the Earth before these humans could become as wise as his own kind. Then Zophi launched the most terrifying weapon called Zetan into the air to devastate the entire Earth. A dangerous energy would be emitted from this device that would envelop the entire Earth and destroy it. As soon as Zetan reached the sky, all humans could see it, but the government didn't tell anyone what it actually was. On the other side, Kaminaga told Zophi that he would fight until the very end to protect the Earth and its people. He then immediately reached his special team and said that Zetan was such a powerful weapon that not just Earth, but the entire galaxy could be destroyed by it. Hearing this, his teammates said that only he, that is, Ultraman, could save the Earth from Zetan. Kaminaga's captain and Asami encouraged him so that he could go on the most difficult mission of his life. Finally, Kaminaga took the form of Ultraman and set off towards space. As soon as he approached Zetan, he attacked it with his full strength using the plasma beam, but it made no difference. Ultraman then drew out his energy disc and fired it at Zetan, but that made no difference either. Now, after these attacks, Zetan's defense system activated, and it began launching devastating attacks on Ultraman. Ultraman could not withstand such dangerous blows and fell back to Earth, wounded. The Japanese government then received word that even Ultraman had failed to destroy Zetan, and everyone began to feel that the end of the Earth was truly near. A few days passed like this, and Kaminaga was being treated in a hospital. Meanwhile, ordinary people were living life comfortably because they didn't know what enormous danger was lurking around the Earth. The rest of the team came together and began searching for a way to destroy Zetan. Just then, Funaberi remembered that before Kaminaga had gone into space, he had left behind a flash drive. On that drive, both of them found complete information about beta power and how to use it. The two then made a plan together to use beta power to cause an explosion inside Zetan. Sometime later, Kaminaga opened his eyes, and his teammates explained to him the entire plan to save the Earth. The beta power had now been loaded into his transformation device, and through it, two cosmic energies could be made to collide and cancel each other out. But this mission was extremely risky, because during that explosion, there was a possibility that Ultraman could become lost in some other dimension of the universe. Well, Kaminaga decided to carry out this mission and set off towards Zetan to save humanity. Then, just moments before the explosion could occur inside Zetan, Ultraman struck it with cosmic energy, causing the two cosmic energies to collide with each other. The explosion was so devastating that the energy of both forces was completely annihilated upon collision. But this tremendous blast created a black hole in space, and Ultraman fell into it and ended up in another dimension. In this world, Ultraman spoke with Zophi about his experiences on Earth. Zophi was quite impressed by the intelligence and technology of humans, and so ultimately, he decided not to destroy the Earth. In the end, Lapaya made one final request of Zophi. He said that he wanted to sacrifice himself so that Kaminaga could come back to life on Earth. Zophi agreed to his wish, and using a device, he separated Kaminaga's body from Ultraman. That day, on Earth, Kaminaga woke up and seeing this, his team was overjoyed because in the end, he had managed to save the Earth from its destruction. That's it for today's recap. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to Master Recap, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another amazing movie explanation. Let us know in the comments which movie you'd like us to cover next. We'd love to hear your suggestions. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next recap.